I need to go to the thinking spot. That's where I'll start the stream. Hello. It's been actual months since I streamed. It's been a while. How's it going? Hi! Oh, hello. In good news, I know it's like a sub one, but we have a chopper mode now. And it's this. Joey! And here I was about to show off the wedding dress. You're not allowed to see it. But I have no plan, by the way. This is just a short stream because I don't have work today. I sorted out my apartment today, so it's reasonable. Do a little tap, 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 tap. It's difficult trying to plan a wedding as job. I'm trying to figure out the best ways to sort that out for her. Like, what would go through her fucking head? Also, this is technically my first chop stream. It's been so long since I streamed. I don't know if I've streamed since I made chop. So it's been a good couple of months. Hello. We're gonna check on the bird, make sure Tinker hasn't eaten the bird, because we're not gonna plan a wedding that won't happen, which is how it would go if he eats a bird. I really hope my mic doesn't peak horribly when I... I hope my mic doesn't peak horribly when I talk as Chop. That's my hope, because I get very loud as Chop. And I hope the TeamSpeak kind of just nerfs the audio a bit. What's in here? Stuff. Things. More bullets for me. Actually, no, we need to change her outfit. She wore this the other day. Even though all of her dresses are basically the same. It's just different colour palettes, which is how I also make Nadia's outfits. My little librarian. Make sure... I've got my stream deck set up so I can see like my voice range and everything. And I don't have to have the compass up the whole time. That's the wedding dress. We got this one, which is like... It's got purple and red. We got Halloween. Love that one. Winter. Made it really quickly, which is why it's called 2. Because I was rushing because I thought Tinker got shot. Ernie's wedding. This is like just a dress she made for fun. That isn't the wedding dress. We got orange. We got these. I think we'll go with a newish one. She always wears the blue one out, and that's because I love it, but she needs to mix... I need to mix it up. Not even Chop, I need to mix it up. Chop needs to make a little money. You. Hello. I'm doing okay. I'm tired because I didn't work today just because I work 4 days a week. But I'm on all early shifts this week, so I start at 7:15 all this week. So I'm just mentally drained. Won't be as bad next week. I'm on all like middle shifts, so start at 7:30 to 5:30. Where's my horse? It'll be fine. It's just at work I've also moved rooms, so I'm now in like the not quite preschool but the juniors room. So now we can have 20 kids in the room at once, and that's so tiring. They're so lovely, but it's so tiring. Spiders. How much money does Chop have on? $60. That's an okay amount. There's the gun. I like it in realizing I can name a notebook literally nothing if I just put a space in the little title bit. It's a mystery book. Would you like to know what's in this mystery book? Ooh. Chopper's got... She gets, like, very, very basic writing. Ah! Thank you, Joby. Why did the sound not work? Oh, is that the... I didn't have the stream elephants? There we go, stream elements thing up. There you go, a little chop for you. The what one is still pending at the minute. But chop, I have to put it in the fucking American way of putting it, where it's month first and then the day. But... Chop logs all the money she gets. She still owes 300 towards the bank, but she only needs to know like 2 words for this whole thing, and it's total and O's and names, and that's it. Important little book. Let me put stuff on the horse. Oh, she's keeping track because otherwise I would not fucking remember. My memory is awful. I wouldn't be able to tell what's going on. I would not know. Man, imagine if that freak was streaming. That's crazy. Gross. Hi. How's it going? I scribbled up like a little... I'm trying to use these emotes as a way to motivate myself to finish commissions, because I have emote commissions to finish. Like one set is basically fully outlined, I just need to colour it in, and my motivation is, you know... It's been a very tiring winter, and winter's only just begun. Fuck. No, come back! That hit you. Ah! This one? Fuck. Yes! I haven't been playing it all today. Oh, bird. Little heron. I have a cup of tea. I went to B&M today and got a cup that looks like a little gingerbread man, and so I'm having a very peaceful, festive time. I need to... If the birds were the right size, maybe, but they don't fit in the pocket. And also, all those birds are ones I just... Oh, yeah, fuck, it's bonfire night! I forgot about that. I moved to Northern Ireland, like, last November, so I don't know if it's exactly as celebrated as where I grew up. Because I remember going to the field where there was a giant bonfire and there being fireworks and everything. We're having a little peaceful time with Chop. Dude, I'm trying not to focus on the fact that her boots are slightly too short and she doesn't have, like, part of her calf. But it's not noticeable most of the time, and I'm not spending $50 on each dress she has to fix it. There's no. If I'm not gonna spend money to try and fix the fact that her tits clip on every single one of these dresses, then I'm not gonna spend it to fix the boots. But how has everyone been? It is nearly 6 o'clock. God, Chop would give Tinker, like, different birds that she's caught and killed, but she's not gonna give him the one that she's rescued. That bird is Chop's chance to save something from a cage. I think I just have a cheeky little heart attack. I think I'd just simply die. If I thought a bird was staring at me while I slept. At some point I need to also get Barton to go with Chop, or just Barton, August, not Tinker, but someone to go with Chop to the city here, to the barber shop, to get her, say the word, to get, like, her wedding makeup done for Friday. Time to send a Chop telegram. Ah! Hello. Oh, free things? Is it anything good? Chop can't read the sign. Ooh! Don't trust random milk. You know what? I think Chop's good. I'm not gonna... There's so many fucking signs. Blue Pearl, now hiring... Jesus Christ. Ah! Jabba! God, there's... Ooh, voodoo. There's so many places that are hiring. If only Chop could fucking read. Spanish lessons. I want to send Chop to the Spanish lessons so much. I want... Wee woo? Wee woo? Wee woo? I want to know what that means. I'm intrigued. What's this? Okay, Chop has no idea what this says. And Tinker spelled it properly, so she doesn't recognize it. She has no object permanence. Okay, I'm gonna write the telegram and then Chop's gonna request it from the telegram operator, so that way I know what the fuck I'm gonna have it be.
Okay, telegram operator. Chop needs you to say that. Make sure you telegram this one. Chop is going to get money, and she's gonna go running around, and she's gonna be finding things and looking in the wilderness. And she hopes that Tinker is okay. And she loves him. Okay, bye, Ed and X.
That's how Chop's telegrams are sent. That's how they're sent every single fucking time. She just makes sure they know that to send it to Tinker's telegram number because she doesn't know the letters that it is. I like having the different telegram operators have different opinions of her. Saint Denis, neutral, concerned. Annesburg likes Chop, like his friends. Emerald, neutral. Rhodes, neutral. Blackwater, very concerned because Chop goes there very rarely. Strawberry, don't really go there, kind of concerned, went there like once. Riggs, the Riggs telegram operator fucking hates Chop, and that's the funniest thing to me. Valentine, don't really get to send telegrams to Valentine. Chop has a special place in my heart, and the fact that I deleted my first character on the server, that I deleted Rose to make Chop before the new character slots came in, is really funny to me. My day 2 of the server fucking character got yoinked so Chop could live. Rose's story had been dead for like 3 years, to be fair. Like... Her story was gone. She'd settled down, she had her life. She gets to just go retire, so... I do feel a little bad because Rose had that Springfield back when it was really rare to get Springfields that were like unmarked and everything. Like they were just in stores, but people didn't really buy them, and then they were taken out. So Rose had one. Hello, fridge light. Rose had one, and when I deleted her, she just kept it on her because it was a sentimental thing. She wouldn't have got rid of it, and I feel bad. Hello. Criminals? What do you mean? Chop is just a little lady. She's just a little lady. She's 23. She's... She's just a little lady. Are there dogs? Are there dogs around? Who's this? Who's that old fucker? Oh. I gave like the rest of Rose's money to the sheriff's department. Also at some point I'll sort music, but at the moment I don't have the thingy that splits up the audio.
Hey now, what are you planning on doing with that mask on?
Is Chop intrigued by any of the pictures? She doesn't know what the pictures mean, she's moving on. She gave her money to the sheriff's department, specifically in Rhodes as well, because that's where Rose loved to be, and that's where her husband was a sheriff when the service started up. I really want to make a lawman again. I have a little character that maybe could go towards that, but she's very passive right now. Passive and chill. And doesn't really have much of a goal in her life at the minute. I need to figure out stuff for her. The problem is got a new character. God, Chop couldn't be low. I made this new character and I named her May before I thought about the fact that that's literally one letter off from being Mary. Like it's they're very different looking, but I worry that people would mix them. Who is that? Also, Arula Chop, she doesn't have binoculars. I refuse. She either has to go up to people or guess. Chop is not allowed binoculars. Because I find it funny. It's not many letters off of scary either. Does anyone have any Chop questions? Because this is... I don't know when I'm going to stream again, so this might be the only time to ask. My streams are as random and varied as Sunny Pandas' comeback streams are. Oh, Chop was real face. Is what my real face? The mask? Chop has a face. I've shown it on other streams before. But also, Chop was terrified, but she's very good at amping up her... Like, when she gets scared, her reaction is to talk more. And she talks in third person. She's very blunt. She's kind of silly. Oh god, my graphics thingy's happening. This has been happening when it rains. I think I've got an issue. Any advice for the little speckles? Probably need to update a driver. I just haven't yet because it's been completely... It's just literally that's the only issue I have. This has been happening the last few days. Who's doing things over here? Never mind the horrible speckling, don't think about it. Who's here? No! No, the speckling, it's... Let's go indoors. What is it? It's drivers, 100%. I need to update them. Chop, MJ would try to give advice to Chop and like be worried about her, but they wouldn't be like, oh fuck, that's annoying. They wouldn't be like best buddies, but MJ would be friendly because MJ wants to look out for people, especially younger people. Oh god, no, the glitches. Let's go. Whee. Chop's thoughts on... No, I didn't want to send you... I wanted to send you away because I'm going in. Chop is really happy that August and Barton are friends. She wants Barton to be happy. Like there's... She'll make jokes about it, but there's no actual like... Huh. Interesting. There's no actual like... being upset over it or finding it gross. She just feels like because he's her father figure, she has to act like it's gross that they're a thing. Like, that's just... what she's meant to do as the daughter figure. What's the Ooh, it's got all the animals. Also, I wouldn't do this if Chop hadn't revealed her face on other streams. I imagine like the right side to be way more scarred. Like I imagine teeth showing and everything when I draw her. But she's got that right eye is completely grey. The left one's meant to be green, but it looks odd in certain lighting. Like I made a lot of adjustments to her. She does her own makeup. She does makeup even though she doesn't actually show off her face to anyone except Tinker and Barton and the other day Vash, because she was trying to get across her point and then know that she was being serious. I've realised I'm muted. Fuck! Chop was really scared when the goons grabbed her, but she loves talking to and testing people in conversations. Especially Austin, Growler. She was really bugging him. Chop's had drinks before. She's been drinking a lot. That's just a regular effect you get. the fact she was just like Chop was asking, she just went,
Do they call you Growler because you're grumbly and mumbly?
and Growler's response was just, get the fuck out of my head. It's really funny to me. She even found out his horse's name. And when her tummy rumbled, he went and got her stew. I think it's not raining anymore outside, hopefully. Please, please, please. I don't want the glitch anymore, please. Good, the sun! Horses come from the south. But it was just so funny. The fact that Butch didn't want to hurt Chop really surprises me. I expected Verts to see Chop and just go, oh, what the fuck is that thing? You know, like, I thought he'd want a dead orcish little freak. Like, I was not expecting Chop to get out of that situation alive, let alone unharmed. Do I recognize that person? No. Yeah. I was half talking about the character and half talking about you, but both apply.
Ooh, someone over there with a wagon.
I keep forgetting about the shack that's north of Valentine. McGregor is also a freak. McGregor is a little fucking weirdo. A little fucking... Please give him a fucking beard again, please. How many characters do I have? Oh, we're at a perfect spot where I can show off my character. Let me just... Chop, just go here casually. Whoop. I have 7. I have 7 characters. Which is too many. It's way too many. Coming from Jabba, who's got 2 and only 1 that he plays. Okay, let's... Chop. Newest. Actually, second newest. Several months I've played her. Deleted my first character to play her. Todd, now technically my oldest played character. Remade him once. He's on Gorma. Dr. Morgan Fraser. Now my second oldest character I've played. Been playing her since year one. Like her and Todd, I've been playing them since year 1 of Wild. Love them. Nadia is fairly new. She's my little librarian, who I love so much. So much. We have Itakala, formerly Deputy Wash, who I've been playing years. I've been playing these characters too long. We've got MJ, who since the update with the added character slots now sits in a depressed fashion. And you know what? Completely fair, considering everything she's been through. And we have May, a new character I've made that I want to give a whole story and things and motivations and stuff, but I have no idea what to do for her yet. All I know is that her fiance is dead as fuck. That's all I have plotted out for her. And I try to have characters all in different spots. Chop, obviously, like Van Horn, Annesburg, Todd, Gorma. Morgan is like Armadillo. Nadia is like Valentine and Blackwater. Itakala is Wapiti. MJ, McFarlane's and Blackwater. And May is currently in Tumbleweed. I did have her in Saint Denis, but I was playing Chop a lot, and they're both blonde characters with a similar skin tone, so I didn't want to like have two characters that look too similar in the same spot. The key is that I have a problem. That's the message I'm getting across here. But you know what I do have? Another character slot. So that means if there's ever a permathon for me to make a character, I'm ready. I'm prepared. Go. The thing is, I don't know how to do... I need to practice doing like accents and voices and things, because I can't really do them. I can do slightly higher pitched and slightly lower pitched, and that's it. I do want to start DMing maybe, but I don't know how to balance combat. Todd sounds exactly like how JoJo sounded when JoJo was live, so it's just like a slightly deeper voice. Just like ever so slightly. And that's it. That's literally it. I haven't practiced voices ever. I need to start, and to be fair, hello! To be fair, I work at a nursery. I can practice while doing voices for like storybooks and stuff. It's just figuring out what to do for that. I enjoy playing Chop. Also, my throat feels weird, but I enjoy playing Chop quite a lot. I know that the character who speaks in third person can get old pretty quickly, so I'm trying to make sure that she's not too over the top with it, despite being a pig-faced fucking freak. So... Chop is a little freak, but the last thing I want is her to, like, wear on people and be irritating. Like, overly irritating. She can be a little annoying, but... Yeah, I miss JoJo. I play JoJo on Onyx now. She's a prospect for the bastards over there. But by the time I'm able to get on later in the day, after work, I have to watch out for when there's a queue. Whee! I think I've got a bit of a cough at the minute because the kids at work are always so fucking sick. They're so poorly. Also, I have no idea what to listen to music-wise, because I know you guys can't hear it, but the thing I've been listening to on repeat is just yes, I'm always sick. My immune system is shit. But what I've just been listening to on repeat is just Epic the Musical constantly, because like the whole thing I've listening to all of it on repeat because it settles into my brain well. Kids are vessels of filth. I was thrown up on at work yesterday, and I'll tell you what, it sucked. It was early in the day. I had a full day of work ahead. However, on the plus side, it wasn't much, and I got cleaned up. Ah, working in childcare, it's beautiful. I need to brush this horse, so it's gonna annoy me. This horse is called Pork. This horse was a gift from Jesse. Clean. If anyone ever wonders how MJ is so patient with Seth and them, I just imagine that the ranch is a nursery. I do have a pet. I've got a tortoise called Luna. Every now and then, if you hear a scratch in, like, just a scraping noise, that's them burrowing in their tortoise table, because, of course. I currently live in an apartment, so I can't get, like, dogs or cats, because that wouldn't be fair to them. They'd be stuck inside all the time, and I work majority of the weekdays. Whee! Which picture does Chop like? Chop doesn't understand these pictures, so she has to move on. Jabba, you know what would help with you dealing with work? If you stopped RPing to 2 in the morning, that would probably help a little bit, you know. Probably make it slightly easier. Okay, I'm listening. I am in fact listening. I'm expecting even. Douglas is a popular man. Nadia knows it. Because everyone just knows him. And she's so comfortable with the fact that people don't try to really get to know her. She loves it. The fact that Douglas and Nadia are together is still really funny to me. Yeah, didn't expect it. I never expected Nadia's type to be older Scottish people. Because Nadia started with Thomas Logan, who... Well, I played another character for a month and Thomas cheated on her, which is really funny to me. It's really funny. She then went to Douglas, whose primary thing is loyalty, and he knows everyone. Sometimes there's a snake over here and it spooks you and it makes me think that I'm gonna go off the bridge. Also, MJ and Eli being together is really, really funny to me too, because Eli's such a little slime ball. And you can't even argue with me, Alley Cat. Eli is such an immense slime ball, but he's got MJ. In fact, MJ doesn't think he's nearly as, like, criminal as he actually is. She just assumes... Ooh, a bottle. Bottle.
Hello.
Hey, Chop, how you doing?
Oh, you scared me. Hi, how's it going?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, this is nothing. What's going on today? Who's ripping off all the posters?
There was one poster there and it had a bottle on it, so Chop took it. She's sick of the one with the crepes.
Yes, yes.
She's
Agreed.
sick of that shit.
Alright, be safe, yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. Who is this? Who are you?
Name's Zora.
Oh, okay, Chop was just wondering. Don't worry.
Okay, you have a good day, Chop.
Have fun.
Socially, Chop is my Douglas. She will talk to literally anyone. God, the fact that Eli hasn't laughed in front of anyone except MJ is really fucking sad, especially since MJ has 2 other boyfriends. Eli, you poor little guy. Eli. I'm curious how he'd respond if he found out who it was, but I'm not gonna... MJ wouldn't, like, tell him without him wanting to know. And he doesn't want to know, so... Oh wait, I need to go pick corn. Fuck. Douglas and MJ absolutely would have had a fling if Douglas hadn't started dating Nadia, who was freshly cheated on. Oh my god. God, he hasn't... The idea of if he bumps into them is terrifying. You! Do I know how to do this? Only one way to find out. There we go! I did it! Wyatt!
Blah, 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 blah.
Listen, Box. At least Chop is succeeding in getting married. Sunshine couldn't hold a wife, okay? She is somehow improved where he has failed. She doesn't know it. MJ is the only one who would know it, and MJ doesn't have a fucking clue about Chop, but... I love Chop so much. I'm so curious where her story's going. Box, wait, no, that's... Box, no. That's not the way to phrase that. That's not how you want to say that. No, Box. Box, rewrite the sentence, please. Redo the sentence, please. Box, no. Don't know if any of these sentences are better than what you originally wrote. No, don't have it rain again. I'm gonna have the little rain glitch. Which I don't care that much about, but I'm streaming, so... so I'm more self-conscious of it. When I started Wild, I was playing on a gaming laptop, so my standards PC-wise are incredibly low. What's Sunshine's like actual first name again? It's like Lucius, right? I tried to think of it just now and my brain said ludicrous, and I knew that wasn't it, but it's Lucius, isn't it? It is not in fact ludicrous. I'm sure I had moonshine somewhere. 5 bottles somewhere. Was it on a horse? Did I put it on a horse? Because that would save me some time. Even just a teeny tiny bit. Beautiful, perfect. See if it's on a horse. I also don't know if Chop's wanted. I have absolutely no idea. She could be. She's taken part in bank jobs. In the last one, she had her hair showing and was wearing her pig mask. She doesn't wear any other masks. So...
No! OP! Hi!
Chop has like her first name. She remembers her first name. She doesn't remember her second, like her last name, because I haven't picked one because I forgot to pick one before making her. She doesn't have a last name. Listen, if Wyatt gets married to Adelaide, then Wyatt's gonna be dead within the week. There is no one who has got married to Adelaide where it's gone well for them. Her character select name is Pork Chop. It is. Because I didn't know what to pick. I made her to see what the character would look like and to walk around for a bit, and within 5 minutes she was found by Barton, Zip and Jim Lee. And I was just kind of stuck with how she was. Her character select name is Pork Chop. I mean, her first name does begin with P. I have the right amount of moonshine! Ooh! It happens so rarely. Wait, let me get the thingy so I can... That way if I'm found, people can read through my shit. A wedding but everyone hates each other. Is Butch gonna be the priest because he's got all godly now? Because he's got like a crucifix hanging above his crotch now? Listen, This isn't Chop's wishes, these are my wishes. I would love for the, Would Chop ask someone where Quaker's Cove is? I would love for Chop and Tinker's wedding to, be crashed by the goons. Or just anyone. I would love for some shit to happen. I know it needs to be found out about in character, and I'm not exactly going to run up to the goons and say,
Hi, Chop's getting married at 5 p.m. EST on Friday. This Friday, 5 p.m. EST, Van Horn, be there or be square.
you know, I can't do that. But I want them to find out about it somehow. Or just anyone to find out and cause some shit. Even the tiniest amount of bullshit. Even if there's a detail that's left that makes someone paranoid. Like, my standards are low. Also, Vex, if you said you couldn't make it. You said you couldn't make it. Don't lie to me. You said you couldn't make it to the wedding. You're gonna lie to Chop? You're not allowed to leave. If you perma at the wedding, you will be forced to sit for the entire reception. I will pull up a document that is just the world's longest fucking vows, and I will pretend that Chop wrote them and is reading them off by memory. I will ensure you are stuck there for at least an hour, listening to Chop. If you perma at her wedding. You don't get to leave. Oh, Chop always talks the same. She's gonna say her wedding vows in third person. Every now and then, she refers to stuff in more of a first person, like, way. But for the most part, she still talks in third person. And that along just with everything, most things wrong with her is due to her being locked in a cellar for 5 years being tortured. Jakey! Rose got deleted. You know this. She got yoinked.
Okay, just gonna ask them one question. Hello? Hi. Sorry, behind you. Not a hurt person, just asking a question.
Can I help you?
Hi, do you know where Quaker's Cove is?
I do.
Where is it?
If you take a look at your map, it's south of Blackwater, southeast, west. I mean, southwest of Blackwater.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Chop's not very good at reading. What does it look like?
It's how do I explain it? If you look at your map, it's down by the water. At the southern edge of West Elizabeth. And it I don't know how to describe it properly. There's a little island that you can see.
Chop can see the little island.
It's a very tiny island, and it's kind
so
of
small.
to the west of it.
Oh, like the little sharp shapes? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Take care.
Now she can put in a report to the law to be like, hey, some pig freak just asked me for directions. This is concerningly far west for Chop to go. Like, this is the furthest west Chop has been in ages. She shouldn't be going this far, but she thinks she can be quick and careful, and she needs money. This is where Bear Box just says BRB, hops in game, kills me, and then runs away. Shows up a quick as Cove does slash me, kills you, and then leave. Chop won't go to Armadillo. She's not gonna go like close enough to be at McFarlane's Ranch or anything like west of there. Duncan Murphy's ghost. Chop would just ask him questions. She's a very curious little creature. No, the rain. Is my thingy gonna glitch again? Please don't. Like, Chop won't go further west. Partially because I don't want her to be that dumb. And also because I have that other character who's got blonde hair who is out in Tumbleweed. And I don't want them to overlap. Even though she's not really playing. No! The sparkles. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pretend this is how Chop sees the world. That's all this is. That's all this is. It's completely fine. I'll update my drivers after stream. It'll be fine. Nothing's actually broken. It just looks It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Do I have anything I can... I have a dress? It's part of the character. Chop has... part of the character to see horrible static in the corner when there's rain. It should be on the other side. Chop's right eye doesn't work. Method role-playing by not updating my driver. Maybe I'll go indoors for a bit to oh, that one's the one that annoys me the most, when it's just like 4 lines. Jakey, have fun. I hope work's okay. Time to make an allowed listed role to play a blind character where they just blank out most of your screen. Like how people have those meta guards, the staff just, if you make that character, they block out everything except like the text chat and the little thingies in the corner you usually have. $20. Play a deaf character, just turn off my headphones. Okay. If you fuck me over, I have to go out into hell. If you don't fuck me over, I get to keep playing, sir. So, don't fuck me over, and I won't have to deal with the static.
Fuck!
Please be a 10. Ooh! Don't get a 10. Oh, I forgot about that. I had that for... No.
Yes!
I had that for Cult of the Lamb, which is a game I love very much. I'm trying to figure out stuff for Chop's wedding because it's on Friday. Ooh! I won't split it because I don't trust my luck. I haven't. When's the last character I had that got married? MJ would have had a fake marriage to Butch, which would have been really funny. I actually really wanted that storyline to go on longer. I'm sad it didn't. But we roll with it. Was it Jojo? Jojo kind of eloped with Eli. Like Eli Grayson. Nadia isn't getting married because her and Douglas are both fine not getting married.
Fuck!
Dr. Morgan got married and then her husband fucking died. Bitch. Todd is just happily with Doc. Chop's relationship is good. However, Tinker, for background context, Tinker has never had a girlfriend before Chop, and Chop, before she was dickhead. Before she was Chop, she worked in a cat house. Before she got like tortured and everything, so they're very different people, relationship-wise. Like, Chop has a reason for being pretty okay at reading people. However, she's just bad at expressing a lot of it now. Being trapped in a basement for 5 years will do that to you. Also, her body's littered with Let me... I have a picture I want to share. Image... Like... I have a way that I imagine her face to look. So, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen her face, I guess. But I can't get it as scarred as I want it to be in game. So I just have to do conditions and slash me's to try and get across how fucked up she actually looks. Where is... Oh god, I need to make that way smaller. Whoosh. This is how I see Chop. You know? This is Chop's face to me. She's covered in scars and everything. That was her when she first, like, joined Van Horn. She's since actually put on some weight because she's more healthy. And she's, like, more comfortable where she is. Thank you. God, if Chop's mask was her actual face. So some stuff, I'm gonna say it because Chop has told Tinker. The mask, God, I wish I could have streamed when it happened. But the mask she has was put on her by the butcher, who was the person that had her captive. Chop is not the first person to have worn it, but she's the last. The person who wore it before her was her best friend, who was killed by the butcher, like in front of her. Ah! You. Hello. So Chop, the idea of... Oh, Tinker's seen Chop's face. Tinker and Barton have seen Chop's face. Vash recently saw it. Chop considers, like, if she was to, like, permanently take the mask off, she'd feel immense guilt because she feels like she's leaving that friend behind. She doesn't want them to be left behind. The reason one, because there's a doll called Sarah, which Barton named, and then there's one called Ophelia, which is the one that Chop named, and that is what her friend was called. Chop's a sad little bitch. You think I'm gonna make a character like this and give them a happy backstory? MJ doesn't even have a happy backstory, and she looks like that. Chop considers herself happy. She's just stressed because she doesn't want anyone to die. Which she can't prevent, but she wishes she could. What? The person constantly hiding their face who literally when people ask why she wears it, she says,
Chop has self-image issues.
that one's got a sad backstory? Chop using language like that and saying that she has self-image issues is really funny to me. She doesn't know how to write anymore or read after what happened with the butcher, but she can use therapy talk. I forgot Chop's birthday is the 1st of April. Like having Chop tell people that because she says that her mother's, because Chop has two mothers. Chop's parents, she doesn't know her actual dad. Chop's parents are lesbians because more law. So Chop's mother's told people that Chop had been, or who she was before, had been born on April Fool's Day, and everyone was like, nah. It took everyone like a week to realise that it was true and she had in fact been born. Need to go put money in the bank. Her mothers, as far as Chop is aware, are alive. What's the date? It's the 5th. As far as she's aware, they're alive. So, Chop wants to find them. I don't have anyone to play them right now because I haven't planned that far ahead. I do have someone to play the Butcher. And that is a character that has been made. When they're going to be played is unknown to everyone. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, Chop doesn't know because the Butcher was so like masked up and everything, and I wanted there to be options for whoever played them. Chop doesn't know the gender of the Butcher. Like she has so little information on them. She doesn't know their name. She just knows them as the Butcher. Because if they're not like masked up and everything, Chop isn't going to recognize them. She will walk directly past whoever the Butcher is. She doesn't know what they look like outside of how they presented themselves in the basement, which was fully covered up. The only things she remembers are like their eyes, and that's pretty much it. Did I not? No, that book wasn't right. Did I not adjust the total thingy before? Because that should be... Oh yeah, that should be... Okay, good. That was off. I'm excited to see how it goes, but I'm in no rush, especially with everything with the war going on. I really want a paced out storyline. And if all the characters have it on, Chop is a really funny one. I also don't know... I know I've not been streaming too long, but I don't know how long I'm gonna stream, because I do want to make food. I want to chill out before I need to sleep before work tomorrow, because I've got to be up at like 6:15. Roughly. So at most it'll probably be like 2 hours, unless something happens. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say it because again it's been said on streams because Chop told Barton and Tinker. Chop's actual first name is Penelope. That is her actual first name. Like she's just a little lady. But she doesn't feel like Penelope anymore. And not in like a different, just like split personality way, just she's changed so much in that time. I normally wouldn't go to the tall trees one because this is where I got grabbed last time, but I'm here, so I may as well. Oh, we're taking a risk. This is where I see 24 goons rushing out of the bushes, scrambling all fours, just going... running a Chop. Maybe I should have left a detail at Quakers, because that ranger, I asked about where Quakers was. If I left some evidence, that probably would have been good. But then again, people probably... Oh no, I'm hungry! E. B. Explosion? The problem is, I could do this really easily. But Chop goes by the pictures. So that doesn't look like anything to do with me trying to chop. Fuck. Let's go get us some food. I would love to find people to play Chop's mothers. I think that'd be really funny. I would love for them to meet Barton. I think that would be very entertaining. Because Chop has established her mother's... She sees them as very good people. Like, very normal, very nice people. Who wouldn't be, like, villains or anything in her story, but they might not be encouraging of the mask. For obvious reasons, they want to see their child's face. Also, I got this telegram, the one where, like, the telegram's being, like, Seared got attacked by a butch, like the ones that Dick and Solace sent Chop. I got fucking Mitch of, is it the Parvi? To read those out to Chop, because I was looking around for people to read out these telegrams that are really important. I try to get, like, especially with those ones that have a lot of very obviously sensitive information, I try to get whoever I can to read them out for Chop because I find it funny. Don't remind me about my posture. That shit's fucked. God, I don't know what Chop would do. Because Chop loves her parents. All three of them, including Barton. Barton's the extra parent. I wanted Chop to be able to interact with Zip more, but he wasn't around for a bit, and then he's just not on at times that I'm on, usually, because my shift pattern is... It used to be very everywhere. It used to be every day I could be at a different time to be in. So I'd be way more tired. Because Zip was gonna teach Chop how to read, which is so funny to me. Delicious soup. The reason Chop hasn't, like, attached to Jim Lee the same way she was kind of attaching to Barton and Zip, or more so like Barton, of course, is that Jim Lee was consistently bringing up the fact that he was there when Chop was found, and she found that to be a bit odd. Like, he was trying to hold it over her, like, he found her, therefore he has to be really good for Van Horn and things. Probably phrased that odd, but Chop just didn't trust it. In a similar but not completely the same way as how she doesn't trust Banjo. Like, Chop hears Banjo talk and she doesn't trust what he says. I've just find it interesting to not trust some of the people that are around. Chop doesn't trust Banjo because he always talks about how he's always loyal to Van Horn and would never do anything. This is like a second home and you guys are like family, and he's constantly saying it. And Chop doesn't trust that. Like, she didn't rush up to Barton and be like, "You're my dad." Like, that was very gradual development. Chop doesn't trust how quickly Banjo was like, "You guys are like family to me." Exactly, show not tell. Obviously Banjo's been on jobs with people, but Chop was never on those jobs. But she also acknowledges he's a very... like, his thing is his charisma. I'm gonna go through Strawberry. Because he is like he's a singer. He's a... That's his thing. He's a showman. So the main thing he will use to get his point across is just his words rather than full actions. And I like that Chop can pick up on that because she's used to trying to read people and their intentions. All because she used to work in a cat house. Hello, Steve. And Chop would work at the Rhodes cat house, but Tinker would kill everyone that was there, so she chooses not to. Because not only would Tinker hate it, but he would murder everyone. I think my tortoise is trying to get out. Oh yeah, Chop, like, I think that the cat house is great. I feel bad that it's so consistently robbed. And I hope that the people robbing it now are more giving in the RP. Because I know that there was a lot of... From what I heard, there was some pocket wiping and things like that. And that obviously isn't stuff that people want. Chop has no idea what any of this means. But I find the cat house very interesting. And if anyone ever insults it in front of Chop, she will yell at them that it's a very respectable business. The only reason she stopped her old job is because she got taken captive for all that time. I kind of wish there was one out west as well. Like, Tumbleweed. I know Armadillo is probably more the western hub, but Tumbleweed would be good. I want Tumbleweed to be used more, just because I find it really neat. Cat cafes. Are those cat cafes? See, I like the idea of a cat cafe because I love cats. However, I'm allergic. So, at the cost of my own health, I adore cats. I would take an antihistamine and go to one. Cats are great, in my opinion. But I can't pet them without my skin itching and my lungs also feeling like they're itching from the inside, which is a horrible feeling. Ah, the Rash Cafe. Perfect. I really like this area of the map. I just mean like this stony bit. Like, Big Valley's great with all the flowers, but I like the stony little streams and valleys and stuff. I doubt anything's going to be on the board, but I'm going to go for any. See if anything's been added. Also, for those that don't know, as a little reminder, because I'm trying to get back into drawing and I've got like emote commissions to finish, I made a chop emote. So we've got that now. Considering she only has one eye that works, I like the eye. Like the other eye is there, it's just like, fuck. It's just grey and blank. So for emotes, I've just kind of had that eye hole be sewn up of the mask, not her actual eye hole. I've got a lot of characters that only have one working eye. The bear isn't following me. Good, good. Her eye is basically decorative. She doesn't want to get it removed. One, because the eye option only got added in the latest patch and I wanted to fucking use it. And just... If it's fine. Oh, hello! Do I have to make one of those fucking emotes? Is that what... I'm not doing it for MJ because that wouldn't be funny. Also, I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear the church bells? I live near a church. So at 5 minutes to the hour, every hour, every day, I get to hear the church bells, which I don't mind, but sometimes it's heard through my TeamSpeak, and if I'm quiet 5 minutes to the hour in game at any point, it's because there's church bells and I don't want people to be like, huh? Where's that coming from? This is such a pretty area. I do miss. I don't remember the last time I went to like a big bonfire night. I've been moving around a lot, like especially the last like 3 years. So every town and game has a church, except Van Horn. I could say it's from the lighthouse and freak people the fuck out. Oh, where am I going? Whee! Trying to figure out. I've got some curry chips I can put in the oven a little bit. A good little curry chip. A beautiful little treat. Oh yeah, MJ met Randall and he was really nice and he was apologetic about how Terrence had been acting towards MJ, which is great. She did say that he doesn't have to apologize for him, but yeah. Oh. I didn't expect Chop to be relatable. I love Chop though. Just a little creature. A little creature, a little idiot. But she also hates when people patronize her and talk to her as if she's a child. Just because she's obviously not mentally okay, but she is still like 23. Oh, thank you for the follow, Parkersicle. People who patronize Chop immediately are on her shit list. Hello. I think that's part of why she has been annoyed at Jim Lee in the past, because he spoke to Chop like in a very, as if she is a child before, like in very childish ways. And she just goes, "What?" and doesn't enjoy it at all. I keep checking as if I'm going to suddenly have something new in my inventory, but it's just a habit. Also, of all of the people to find Chop, within the first 5 minutes of making her, I wasn't even sure I was going to call her Chop. I didn't have a voice. I didn't have a backstory. I had absolutely nothing planned, and she was found. And I had to come up with it all immediately. Or at least enough that she could carry out some interactions, some initial interactions. Of all the people to find her, it's fucking Van Horn. She was pork chop. That is her. That is her character select name. Chop could have not spoken third person when I had first made her. That was a very quick decision that I was worried I was going to regret really quickly, but people seem to like how Chop speaks. Van Horn has a lot of very eccentric characters. To be fair, a lot of towns do, but Van Horn does have a lot of eccentric characters, but they will also attempt to murder you. Like they're silly, but they're not. I'm trying to think. They're not completely like childish. Not all of them. It's just there are, especially a lot of new growing crims. And a good way to start crims, you don't want to start a criminal and have them immediately be like super intense, like I'm super cool. Who do you think you're messing with, motherfucker? You don't want that type immediately. You need to have them build themselves up. And having a character that's kind of pathetic to start with is great. Like Tinker. Tinker started fucking pathetic. He started as a whelp. He started as a little sad sap. A little withered worm. Now look at him. Now look at him. He's getting married and he's a guard dog of Van Horn. Yeah, Wallaby did really good with it. Pete, as well, has done really great. Like, Wesley, so many of the Van Horn people have done great at starting off pathetic. Developing into these very intense people. Fish? Where's Brandywine again? I'm gonna have to ask people. Hello. Hello, my little fox. Welcome. I could get cowhides, but that's, you know what, that's actually annoying. Brandywine Drop. I remember that name. Where do I remember that name from? Would Chop go for a job that just has a fish? Would she be smart enough to... Probably not. She does like fishing though. She does like fishing, therefore we'll take it. But she has to get someone else to read out the job for her, because she will not understand what it means.
Good horse. Good little horse. Ooh, screenshot material. Perfect.
But yeah, characters, criminals, even like just generally characters that start off really pathetic and develop well, or characters that start off really cool and then become pathetic, like Sunshine. Some of my favourite character types. I love Sunshine. I adore him. Box, if you're still here, I'm grabbing you by your fucking skull. I love Sunshine. I love that pathetic little freak. That absolute arsehole. Characters to start off pathetic. Characters that end up prophetic, which might eventually be Butcher's goal, to be like baby Jesus. Which is horrifying. I need to get... So Chopper only has 200 now that she owes to the fund. Because she took out money for rent and other things. And then any money she makes, she will consider hers. If Butch starts a cult, that would be really funny. However, the thing that's difficult if you want to try and run a cult in character is that people will immediately... Like, he had like a pastor preacher character. And everyone immediately was acting as if it was a cult when he was just trying to make a cool religious character. I feel like a lot of people don't lean into it, and that makes me sad. or they not even not lean into it, but they actively really openly oppose it and try to turn people away from it. Some cult RP would be great. It's just people, it's not something that's very often like latched onto by other people, which sucks because it's a very interesting thing to try and RP out, especially slow burn. Like I don't have the charisma to have a character that would start a cult, but I would be very disheartened if immediately people were calling a group that hadn't done anything weird a cult just because of how the leader like is charismatic or speaks a little odd sometimes. Yeah, people were calling Little Gang a cult and nothing was really happening. Like it was just a gang. And even though like I imagine there were plans for shit to get more intense, it never got to that point. And people calling it a cult immediately in character, out of character, fine. In character, calling it a cult straight away is very disheartening. Pretend I have charisma. Son, I'm voicing the character. I have to act it out. A really funny turn is if Chop becomes like a cultist. I would find that really funny. Yeah, it's a very yes and thing, and a lot of people don't lean into it. Who's fishing? Barton? Or someone else? I don't mean to not be excited if it's someone else, but Barton is like one of Chop's favourite people. Oh, I don't have the... Oh, that's Tinker's horse!
Oh,
Jesus.
Chop! You're about
Chop.
to get married. You need to watch out.
What?
I'm sorry for how loud that was.
You're getting married on Friday, right?
Yeah.
So you need to watch out. You don't want a limping bride.
Yeah, we don't want a limping bride, Chop.
What?
Can't limp down the aisle.
If Chop is in a bad state, then she will be carried. Or pushed in a little cart.
A cart?
If her legs are bad, then she will be pushed in a little cart. Or carried. One of the two.
Okay.
How is
Well, let's
everyone?
just try and prevent that.
They're
I'm
trying to
good.
prevent it. Good.
Fishing.
Chop heard the fishing rod. Fishing line.
It's gonna
She heard
be
it go,
Barton.
ooh.
You thought that's gonna be Barton, right? Because I feel the same. When I hear a fishing rod, it reminds me of Barton.
Chop guessed it was Barton. Chop is gonna go quickly and wash the dirt from herself. She
Okay.
will be back.
Barton is the reason that Chop fishes. God damn it. Ah, son. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Welcome. I need to get more plants to put everywhere in here. I need to get them all over the walls. I'm really sad because there was the trick-or-treating. The final house all the way out in Tumbleweed had plants everywhere and Chop would have loved it. But it's not safe for her to go that far west. So she missed all of that. but she did. No, that horse is the horse is Jim Lee's. He's got a similar one to Tinker's. But MJ got to see that room, but Chop never did, and it made me sad because she would have absolutely loved it. Chop has not seen August's apartment, she doesn't think. I might quickly hop back in here and make tea. I think I need tea. Because my tea's gone cold. Ooh. Okay, I don't know what this... this doll with a bonnet's called. This one over here is Sarah. That one over there is Ophelia. That one is just unnamed, and this is Puppy. I'd like to hope that's Chop inspired, because Chop was the one who started showing and putting up vines on the doors. I have that little hope. Also, even though it's not visible most of the time, I do have on my stream deck expressions, like facial expressions. So I can have neutral, I have her investigate, so her eyes are squinted when she's mad. I have dead in case I need her eyes closed. Like, even though you can't ever see it, Chop's expressions do change. And I find that really interesting. We're gonna be like this while I make tea, okay, everyone? I'll be like 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm also making chicken soup, so I'll be like 3 minutes. I got my soup. Bah. Bah. It's boiling, so I can't drink it yet. I also like having Chop specifically called the, oh, fuck. Don't have any... Okay. Specifically called the stew, she calls it soup. Delicious soup. Okay, that makes sense. I thought I could climb that, but no. Whose horse is this? Who are you? I'm not that one. I didn't like that hop, sir. Really didn't appreciate it. Didn't like how it looked. What's his condition? Weak ambrosial odor, wearing bright jewels on left ankle. Look somewhat surprised. That's about right. I love looking at locals' conditions and stealing them for myself. This dress is one that I saw a local wearing. And I was like, Chop likes the colours, she's gonna wear that exact thing. It's why she has the orange one.
Hi. Delicious soup.
I love Chop's outfits. I love how much they contrast with her mask. I like how much her hair contrasts with her mask. Where'd everyone go? Where'd they go? Horse, don't turn to kick me, please.
Come on, 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 come on. Gotta stay here.
Oh, there's everyone. Is that... Hey.
We're gonna be doing something.
Hi.
All right. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, well, as long as y'all happy, Jim, that's all that matters, right?
See? I don't want to live on someone's history.
Yeah.
We all
that's
live
fair
on the
enough.
hit. But no.
He
I got
saw you
your,
running, you pushed him.
Did you get my telegram, Chop? I presume you did, because the telegram operator sent me one, so...
Chop was gonna get the telegram operator to read it. But the end bit didn't look like how Tinker usually ends it. So Chop got confused.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it's
Yeah,
Tinker,
well, it's all right. I met my
Tinker.
dad yesterday. I just sent you a telegram telling you that.
Okay.
I'll speak to you about it in a bit. So what you gonna do then, Jim? You staying out the way of the West?
See, I love West. West is filled with a lot of opportunities, a lot of work. Made really
Uh-huh.
good friends. A lot of people know me there. So we will be in the West.
I'm stirring my soup, so I'm not going to
You know
talk.
Boris, right?
Yeah, I know Boris. Yeah.
Boris also lives in Thieves Landing. For now, we have moved towards Thieves Landing. Banjo is with us, by the way.
Oh, how's he doing?
He's doing great.
Good.
See, so
He living in Thieves Landing there with everyone else now?
he have a business in Thieves Landing. If you know Jordan and Hades,
Yeah, I
they
know Hades. Yeah, I know Hades. I ain't really
oh,
on too. I mean, I don't really care about Hades. I ain't really got a problem. Was never my problem, but I just heard stories, and I knows my brother don't lie. So, I'm always going to have that in the back of my mind about Hades when it comes to her. I wouldn't trust her as far as I could fucking throw her, if I'm honest with you. But
Oh, not the glitch again.
I heard she's not like that, so I just don't
she's
really care.
not. She's not. It's fucked up that the way she ended up in that situation. But Hades
It's okay, we'll
is
cope with this for now.
really smart business lady. She would never do that. What people, the dirty boys said.
I mean, she wasn't smart enough to get her finger chopped off and an eye gouged out, right? She must have done something. But, things have passed. Maybe she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know.
See,
I need to update my drivers so bad.
I know Banjo's got like a soft spot for her or something, because last time he bought her here, I think that was the last time I saw her. She's got a friend, right? He's, I don't know if he's sweet on her or something, but he's kind of like, really protective. I think so. I only mentioned one thing about Hades being a rat, and he kind of lost his shit with me there on the dock. I tell that motherfucker to calm down. Just relax. He's getting so protective over her if she ain't, huh?
I, when I was very, very new to the crossing, I met Hades for the very first time. From that day to this day, especially living in the West, I know her pretty well. She cannot be a rat. That's the one thing.
Well, Jim, I trust you, so that's all that matters. And like I said, I ain't really too bothered about her anymore anyway.
See,
Has Banjo started saying Thieves is his home and he'd do anything to protect it and everyone's his family yet? Is he doing that already?
Yeah, I'd give him like 2 weeks until he rides off somewhere else and does the same thing.
Chop isn't sure about that, but he calls things family and says he would do anything for anyone who lives at a place very quickly.
Well, when my dad left, not that I need anyone to look after me, especially not fucking him. For some reason, my dad sent Banjo a telegram and said, make sure you look after Tinker. So he had a chat with me and said, look, I'm going to do everything I can to look after you. I said, all right, fine. I mean, I don't want you to look after me, but still, 2 days later, I ain't never seen him since. He just gone. So, I don't think he really cares that much, but I don't give a shit
you're
anyway.
talking about that Vash?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, when my dad
fuck
left.
him. I told you
No,
he's not a
Jim.
good dad.
He came back. Well,
Oh,
he's
shit.
been gone for a while, but he came back, and then I was really injured not too long ago. I nearly got a wound infected and stuff, and he came to visit me, and Chop told me he came to visit, and then I got the telegram, and I went and met him yesterday at Oak Creek's Ranch, or whatever, not a ranch, whatever it's called. You know the place, right? Not too far from here.
Crazy Run? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
the
out of the
one.
rain. Let's go right
Yeah.
here.
Listen, Tinker, I will find you a good Western dad.
I
Who will
don't,
stick
I
by
don't
you.
want
Does not
any
think
fucking
Tinker needs an extra dad.
to be Butch fucking Egan or something. I don't want that. No fucking way.
Tinker does not need a dad who has a crucifix above his groin.
I don't need a dad apart from him, right? He's the only one. Well, maybe Barney,
Listen.
but he's like, but that doesn't matter. But I don't need a,
Ron's gonna be dad-in-law.
Yeah, he's my father-in-law, but
Father and outlaw.
not a Western dad, Jim. I don't need. I already got family I didn't even know of. I found out yesterday Pearlie's my uncle. He stood next to me and said there's a
What?
big resemblance.
What?
Yeah, Pearlie's my uncle
What?
now.
How?
Fucking, I don't know, cause my grandma's. I'm gonna say this. I don't want to say it ever again. My
Fucking
grandma's
Hank?
Yes, Chop. My grandma's fucking Hank. I think Hank's related to Pearlie, which means now I'm related to Pearlie.
Hank Hammer?
No,
No!
handsome Hank. I think he's got about 25 sons and daughters across the crossing.
I love Hank as a character so much, by
I don't
the way.
think you
Hank
quite
is such a joy to me.
understand how relations, relatives, and all that work. Tinker. Just
No.
because someone's fucking someone doesn't mean you're related to someone that they're related to.
They gotta get married first.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I didn't even expect it. You know, when I walked into that mansion yesterday, one of the first things that said was Pearlie said, "Oh, hi, Tinker. Here's you my nephew now." He ain't so bad uncle to have, I don't think.
He helped Chop move things out of old apartment into new one.
If he's your uncle, means he gonna be my uncle?
Oh, God.
Because you're my brother, right? If you're brothers, so every relation that you have is mine.
I thought you was adopted by my grandma, Jim.
Yeah, I've never seen the grandma. I told her she will knit a hat for me, but she never did.
Oh, when we and Chop get married, he's all gonna be related, Jim. Look at that. Big old family.
It's like a tree, branches.
It's more like a bush, Jim. More like a bush.
Chop hates that so much. So much.
Well, I've never had a family before. When I was in the circus, it was all dogs. So, I mean, I'm kind of grateful for my bush family. He's got no problem with that.
I have something to say, Tinker. I
Go
mean,
on.
it's not really harsh, but I've
Say it!
spent time in West. Now, you remember when I first saw you, you used to bark and like do. I've seen Austin do that too.
Oh, the growler? Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Grumbly Mumbly?
He just growls. He ain't no dog.
His horse is called Kicker.
I mean, you finding out you
like
have
chocolate,
families
no
all around the
facts.
crossing.
Do not even think that I'm related to Austin.
Austin is one of the people that grabbed Chop.
I mean,
See-
to be honest, Austin, as much as I don't like the
Is
goons.
that who Chop thinks it is?
Who?
Who is it?
Where am I even looking?
Look at the water!
Right in front of us.
I'm sorry.
It's my
Just
dad.
came out. Oh,
Chop knew it.
cut.
Her one eye never lies. Except at the times that she's tired, or she's had too much to drink, or there's like lots of rain, or there's snow, or her hair's in front of her eyes, or that her mask is like off to the side a little bit, then it lies.
And I met a guy named
Not acknowledging
Oliver.
it at all is my favorite thing.
You gonna
Tinker,
tell
you-
me he growls too now? Huh?
I think you have a long lost brother.
Who is he?
He lives in Thieves Landing. He's one of the lost boys.
Oh, God.
He just he dressed like you. He looks like you.
To be honest, though, I mean, like, there was
Chop
that
doesn't
other
think
guy.
dressing like someone implies any kind of relation.
Don't worry about it, Jim. I ain't got no long lost brothers or anything. Well, I mean, you're kind of like my families, but like, you know, I'd rather just keep it as like you and Ernie. I mean, Ernie's like my brother, so I just miss him. I ain't seen him for too long now. I don't know where he is.
But I'm your favorite brother and the best brother you can have. You know that, right?
Jim, you're more like a...
Weird cousin.
You're like my cousin, yeah. But my best cousin,
That's
like
so
my
mean.
favorite
I'm
cousin.
sorry, Jim.
Like we's family on a different level, you know? I'd take a bullet for you, Jim, you know, just like she'd probably take a bullet for me.
Don't say that because it comes true when you say that.
Oh, Jim,
Wait, if we
don't-
speak, it'll come true? If we speak, things come true.
No.
Not interrupting, am I? I just saw everybody congregating in the
Get a
corner.
cooler face, get a 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 cooler face.
Oh, Barton, been a while.
Howdy. This ain't a corner, but
You're in the shade. I ain't see too good. Who's this?
Jim?
Jim,
Hello.
Oh. Hello, Jim. You ain't dead. That's good.
You ain't that too. That is wonderful.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
How you doing?
You know, recovering from being shot to shit, you know, the usual. How about yourself? You're looking like something, I'll give you that.
He looks good, Dad. Guys, tell him he
Yeah, you
looks
got-
good.
Got rings and you like a
He's big time now, Dad. All right, Jim's.
you like
know,
one
he's-
of those religious people now?
No,
Wear like robes and shit.
it is me being
cozy.
It looks good.
Cozy.
It looks good though. That's what I was gonna say. It looks cozy. You all right, Chuck? Man, it looks good. What you been up to recently? I don't think I've seen you for a good few months now.
I live in the West.
Oh, I've heard that the West is going places.
See?
Mostly hell.
Well, I was trying to be nice about it, Chop, but no, you all right.
Job's talking about the specific people that want to kill people here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So she thinks it is a fair assessment.
No, it is. It is. This is why I like you, Chop. You're just straight to the point.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand the West might not be good for you because you are in
be
a
back.
war. But don't hate West. I'm a Westerner.
Yeah, I know. But you got to remember that
Job
I
didn't say
also
she
came
hates you.
from the West, so I don't hate Westerners. I just hate the West in like a different way.
Yeah, technically I was born out west.
Yeah, I was too, where my circus was, and then it got moved.
I was
So
born in a barn out west.
Is Chop the only person here who grew up in like a vaguely normal home?
I mean, I grew up on a home. Actually, no, I never grew up in a home. Actually, you're right. I never had a home.
I'm not even responding to that, Chop.
Sorry, Tinker.
What about
Tinker?
you, Jim?
Oh,
Did you grow up in a home at all?
I grew up a home? See,
Yeah.
I grew up on a boat. I was born on a boat. My mom and dad were merchants.
Oh.
Didn't you say once that you didn't know them?
That makes sense. Wait, you did?
No, I knew them. I lived them for 14 years of my life on a boat with them.
Of all of the people here, Chop's the one that grew up in a normal home.
And if you don't mind me asking, like, so what happened to him, Jim?
My father died.
No. My condolences.
See, then my mother even got sick. She died in few months after his death. Then the boat was taken from me. I was pushed to the dock to work. See, that's where I
Yeah,
started
Chop had a super great upbringing. Like
grabbing things from the
her mothers
shops.
were always
Feel
very
bad now,
supportive
don't you,
of her.
Dad?
I forgot to change
No,
her
I'm
face to
just
have her
breathing.
eyes open.
You have
Her
to look
parents were
forward
always
to-
very
Sorry,
supportive
Jim,
of
I
her.
didn't mean
Like they
for-
loved her. Like she had a
TJ,
very
interrupt you.
good upbringing.
Always, but
Oh god, Joby's giving
Yeah,
me a
I've
shout out,
worked-
that bitch.
for quite a while, 6 years on that dock to save some money.
Sometimes it's funny just to have a character that's got
When
a
I
really
got the
normal
chance to
backstory.
get out of that place, I did.
Especially one like aside from
In
those
those 6
5
years,
years,
that's how I learned
which
how to
can just be
fight.
summed up pretty quickly.
People used to pick
Chops-
on me,
Chop's
to
like
take my money.
adulthood. How do I
It's
say?
so tragic.
Like her from when she was born to 18 was completely normal.
Look at you now. You're.
Like for a few
You're
months of being
doing-
18,
what is it
she
you
had
do
a very
again?
normal life.
Oh. What's your profession these days?
You get free guesses.
Same.
He's big time now, Dad. He's Big Jim. You know, Uncle Jim.
Yeah, what does Big Jim do?
Like there's so many
That's a
orphans and
genuine
stuff,
question.
like
I actually
everyone
don't know
here.
what it is you do.
And you get chopping like,
When
My mums
recently
love
Love Hot Me, they told me
They're
I'm
still
the most
alive. They're
wanted
out there
guy of the
somewhere, but they
crossing.
love me.
See,
Oh,
he
you finally
made
got
his
what you wanted.
dream.
Well
You
done.
got your dream, yeah. Although
Yeah.
you did end up in Sisika for a long, long time.
Oh. Did you finish that? Did you write that book you was talking to me about that one time? You said you was getting a book written about you.
No,
Oh.
I learned that the books get you killed.
He's changed his ways, Dad. That's what I'm telling
Holy
you.
shit,
Jim's doing a lot of good work for us.
Holy
right now,
shit.
you know?
He knows reading is unnecessary.
That's
Yeah.
not. You were You were halfway, chap. You were halfway. to
Chop.
being right.
If reading was necessary, Chop would be able to remember how to do it.
Yeah, but you're special, so it don't matter.
But Vash, if you come to West, the drinks are on me. I will
Wow.
show you.
I can't drink.
around.
I'm not allowed to. But I appreciate the sentiment.
We'll get you, like,
So
If I
then
drink
I
a glass
stopped
of
to
milk.
tell my sister.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need to tell her, Tinker. She's got like a sixth sense. She's gonna fucking find me and shoot me in the back of the head.
I mean, yeah, I will show
But,
you.
you know, Jim. Watch this, son. This is called growth. Jim, I know that we didn't get off on the right foot. Your type of people is not my type of people, but I would like it to be, so when I am in better health and I'm able to travel fully again, what about me and you do a job out west sometime?
A job in the West.
Vash is
Well, we
fairly
do
sure
a
he's
job
dying,
together.
by
We
the
don't have to
way,
be in
so
the
if he's
West,
setting
but me
this
and
up
you,
as to
we
be
work
like he
together.
won't
I
get
think-
better,
I
that's
think we could
really
be a good
fucking
team.
funny.
If I learn, I'm gonna keep it at that.
It'd be so funny.
Why not? You and me on a job.
Yeah, you and me, Jim. Yeah.
That means don't kill each other.
I mean, it's a job. Anything can happen. That's the risk of it, Tinker.
Yeah, but
Isn't
you
that the
keep
beauty?
If one of you die, the other's gonna be killed.
Of course, we'll keep each other safe. This is my
Yeah.
good friend
If one of
Jim.
you die, the other will be slaughtered.
hug each other.
Maybe
No.
we should leave the hugging for another time.
Just a little
Yeah.
one.
You know what? We can
You can
hug.
do a friendly handshake.
Pull off a job, then sure. That'll be the
See.
reward.
Okay, yeah, the job gets pulled off, then I gets to see you two hug.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't hug each other in a grave.
Yeah. By the way,
yeah.
yeah, you're related to him anyway now, Dad.
What do you-
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's adopted by my
this is
grandma,
Tinker.
so.
He's so happy.
Chop's gonna check on him.
Oh, that hurts.
Whoa!
All right, Jeff. You're gonna tell him that I drowned at sea.
No.
God damn it.
It's okay, Chop had a similar... Bye. He found out that he's technically kind of related to Jim now.
How?
Tinker.
Uh,
So that was his response.
Enjoy yourself.
that's all right.
Yeah, Jim, you know what? I'll get you.
Chop, if there was a job and Jim killed Vash, Chop would probably try and kill Jim. But in a really mean way because of some of the things he's done and said. If it was the other way around, she probably wouldn't try to hurt Vash. She has a preference.
Hey, where did Barton go?
Look indoors.
Oh, okay. Alright. Hey, y'all, let me talk to you for real quick.
Yeah. Stop that!
I got an itch. I got to scratch.
The relation thing is a bit much. There's so many. Because obviously they're not blood related, it's just like various kind of relations.
You know what? You know when's my dad, when he came to visit me the other day? When I was in bed?
Mhm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
well, you know, I couldn't speak or nothing. I was out to count.
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
He said some important stuff that he has to tell Tinker. And Chop said that he has to tell Tinker.
Uh-huh. What kind of important stuff did he say?
The very important stuff that he has to say himself. If Chop says it, it's not the same.
Yeah,
but
he might have already said that. I just wants to know what he said to you, that's all.
Can you say first,
No.
please?
You spoke... Chop, you spoke to my dad. He said he spoke to you.
Mm-hmm.
I wants to know what he said.
Did he say what he spoke about?
I don't know what he spoke about. But it's like, you know, it didn't go too well the first time we met. He called me down to old crap. I mean, we're fine now. We sorted things out, but it's like it's the first time I'd seen him for a long time, and I was, you know, I didn't expect him to be the way he was. It's like he got me down there just to give me some kind of, I don't know, lecture about was bad. Oh, Tinker, you're marrying a good girl. Don't let her go. Don't lose her.
I do imagine her
I'm
with
not
like her
gonna
teeth out
lose
and
you.
everything though. On her
No,
right
I'll
side.
never lose you. I don't know. He cares. We're fine now. I kind of beat him up.
What?
Yeah, I beat him up. We had a fight. You know, he hit me, and then he knocked me out, and then I beat him up. I mean, he was asking for it, though. He was like saying, keep doing it, you know, be what you are. So I did, but we kind of made ups now, you know. That and he told me he don't have too much time left.
That's what he said to Chop.
He was in a real bad way when I beat him, struggling to breathe and whatnot, holding his chest. He said he saw a doctor in El Paso, and then he saw his doctors out here. I'm going to find a doctor that can help him, you know. I spoke to Wesley, you know, there's something, I got to do something. I'm going to speak to the seer. You know, she can probably do something, right?
Maybe. Hopefully.
That don't fill me with much confidence at all.
Chop isn't a doctor.
Yeah, I know, but
Chop is glad that he told Tinker because he was worried about ruining the wedding, so he was going to try to not say until after, and Chop said no, he has to tell Tinker next time he sees him. Otherwise, it's not fair on Tinker.
yeah, I mean, my life can't get, you know, oh. Like, I just can't wait to marry you, Chop. I can't wait. It's going to be one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
My dad can't even be there, though. He doesn't even think, I mean, he can't be there because he's got some stuff to do, but he's not going to die by then. But then, you know, it's in the back of my mind now. I know that my dad's dying. Maybe he should have told me after the wedding. Because I got to, like, prepare things for the wedding, try and fight a war at the same time.
Chop's also preparing things for the wedding.
I know you are. I mean, to be honest, I've done absolutely nothing. I don't even know where to start. I don't even understand what I got to do for a wedding.
Ask your dad.
I sent information out. Yeah, I'm going to ask my dad. I sent, like, telegrams out to peoples and whatnot, like inviting them to the wedding, you know? I done that. I just don't want, like, the wrong people to know. Imagine if the goons showed up on our wedding day.
Would be very bad.
Yeah. I don't want to hear Butch moaning down my ear when I'm about to marry. Fuck, he'll probably end up marrying
Man who
one
goes,
of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the man who goes, oh, ooh, fuck. That ain't gonna happen anyways, because, like,
No,
they ain't gonna
I want it
find
to
out, but
happen.
we got a conversation that we gotta have with the
Mm.
goons. Keep it to yourself. We gotta talk some things out. So, just, yeah, I mean, don't say anything that I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta make sure my dad, he says that there's nothing doctors can do. He said he saw doctors in the crossing. He said he saw them in El Paso. He said there's nothing. I reckon the seer can do something, right? She can, like, keep him alive with some kind of potion she's got or something, right?
She can try, and hopefully it works.
Yeah, like, just keep him
But-
alive.
Chop thinks it is better that Tinker knows now, because it's important to know now. Life can't stop because of the wedding. Can't
I
stop
know.
hearing important things.
Yeah, I know that, but yeah, it wasn't good when we met. Like,
Yeah.
we're kind of fine now, but I don't know if it's just me, like, putting things in the back of my head because I don't want to, like, think about it, but I got to.
I need to redo
Family's
her makeup.
complicated. I wish, like,
But taking her to get her makeup done is such a pain because if anyone rushes in, I need to immediately exit.
I said some really horrible things to him. I told him that it's his fault that he couldn't save his wife, and he was telling me that all I am is a gun. It's a dog. It's his dog of Van Horn.
So
I
you
need to
both
be
said
there.
very mean things.
Yeah, and then I started fighting him, and he was just saying, "Go on, be what they want you to be. Keep hitting me." I do love him. I do.
Job
And
knows.
that's why I'm going to keep him alive. Well, tries to anyway. He don't want me in this life at all, Chop. He don't wants you to get hurt. He wants me to get out of it.
Because he loves Tinker.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Mhm.
A long time ago, I was running around in all falls and Valentine telling people I wanted some monies to eat it. And then things changed and I wanted this.
I love Tinker's
Sometimes I
design,
wish
by the
I'd
way,
never
like his
even learned
lazy
how to
eye
ride
and
a horse,
everything.
but that's my choice for taking this path, I
love his
guess. I
design.
can't blame my brother for that.
Mm.
And again,
Hmm?
I'd never have met you.
Chop is obviously
As
very
this is
happy
over,
that she
though,
met
Chop,
Tinker.
Yeah, as soon as this is over, as soon as this war's over, it's done. However it ends, I don't even know what we're fighting for. I don't, like, Johnny and stuff says it's like,
A little smile.
respect and whatnot. I mean, we've had like firefights with them across the whole of the crossing now. It's kidnappings. Where's it gonna go next? Just hoping that this meeting goes differently and things can be sorted out. But I know it ain't going to go that way. It's gonna be more and more bloodshed. That's all it's gonna be.
It always ends. At some point.
And when it ends, like I said before, we's gonna go somewhere, right? Me and you just get out of here for a little while.
Mhm.
We can go to my brother's ranch. I mean, it's in Rhodes. We can stay there for a little while, but
Yeah.
or even just like, I don't know, leave the crossing for a few days, go somewhere, go to El Paso. Although I heard a lot of people die in El Paso, so
Could go anywhere.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right, okay. Anyways, I'm going to take a bath because I've been out hunting today and I'm covered in blood and shit.
Okay.
Does that smell bad?
It smells of being outside for a long amount of time and hunting in sweat.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bath
You
then.
fucking reek.
Chop will be a minute.
I'm gonna end stream here. I think this is a good point to end. And we're gonna find someone to raid. But I hope this has been fun. First little chop stream. Let's see who we can raid. Let's see. We're gonna raid. We could raid Joby, but I'm gonna raid Resin, who plays Barton. Let's raid. Take it easy, everyone. Have a lovely stream over with Resin. Have a good time. Bye.